everyone, I'm Raksa Das Ahmad, an MBA student from International Business School of IPNI, class of 2024. Today, I'm excited to share a cool mind map of corporate finance with you. This is big part of our MBA program thanks to our awesome professor, Prof. Roy Sandel. Okay, let's kick things off with financial management, the core of corporate finance. First up, what do you think is the main goal of the company, my friends? Is it to making profit or is it to create product? Actually, both of them is important, my friend, but the right term here is actually value creation. So, of your hand, how many of you have ever heard the term of value creation before? That's great. It's all about making smart decision and using resources wisely to create value. And my friend, we also tackle the principal agent problem. Have you ever had a boss who didn't really understand your job? Yeah, that's kind what these problems about manager and shareholder make always see eye to eye because conflict of interest. We solve this kind of things like performance-based incentive to align their interests. And good corporate governance or GCG is the key here. Think of tariff, transparency, accountability, responsibility, independent, and fairness. This principle, my friend, will help everything above a board. So off your head, how many of you feel your current workplace practice this principle? Interesting ya, sorry. And then we dive into some key concept of the corporate finance. The core value principle, the conservation of value principle, expectation treatment principle, and base owner principle. This principle will help us understand how to create and preserve value. And of course, we can forget the time value of money, rule of 72. The time really is money in finance. Yeah, anyone want to share a quick example of how they seen the time value of money in action? Anyone? No? Okay. Well, it's basically like $1 today is more valuable than $1 tomorrow. Okay, the next. Let's start with the big idea in the center, investment decision. This is where all our planning comes together, my friend. So let's check out the important parts that help us decide where to invest. First up, we have investment fraud. This is about avoiding scam basically. Watch out for deals that seem too good to be true, tricky contract, and fake promise. Always check who you are dealing with, yeah, my friend. The next, let's talk about corporate valuation. This means figuring out what company is worth. The first is fundamental analysis, where we look at industry and the company itself to see how well it may be in future. The second is technical analysis. This is about looking at market trend and price pattern to guess what would make happen next. Yeah, it's like trying to predict the market mood, yeah, my friends. The last is financial statement analysis. We look things like how much money the company makes, how easily it can pay its bills, and how it uses its resources. This helps us to understand how healthy the company is financially. And let's move to capital budgeting. This is all about planning for big and long-term investment. We look at things like how long it will take our money back, how profitable the investment is, and whether the future cash flow is worth it, yeah, my friend. So, though, for example, the payback period tell us how quickly we'll get our money back. The internal rate of return or ERR so how profitable the investment may be. And the net present value or NPV help us to understand value of future cash flow today. Profitability index or PI compares the benefit to the cost. So there you have it, a quick tour through investment decision section of mind map. By understanding this value, this element, you can make informed investment decision and navigate the financial world with confidence, yeah, my friend. Next, let's dive into portfolio management, capital structure, and corporate restructuring. Portfolio management is all about asset allocation and diversification to get the best return with the less risk, yeah, my friend. So, my friend, who have well diversified portfolio, yeah, risk management is very huge, yeah. Identifying, assessing, and dealing with various financial risks actually. We also monitor the and rebalance portfolio to stay on track with our goal and risk tolerance. The Modigliani and Miller theory give us insight into capital structure, decision, and how they impact a company value. Anyone familiar with Modigliani and Miller? We also need to understand the weighted average cost of capital, or WACC, to evaluate the cost of financial operation. The capital as a pricing model, or CFM, help us to understand the relationship between risk and expected return. Yeah, these are some very heavy hitters, yeah, in finance. And corporate restructuring deal with financial distress and strategies for survival and transformation. This can mean restructuring or even liquidation. We look at the case studies like the RGR Nabisco buyout to see how things play out in real life. Anyone? Read Barbarian and Digit? Lastly, let's dive into fraud risk management and dividend policy. Managing fraud risk will involve understanding the fraud angel, pressure, opportunity, and rationalization. Recognizing reason for fraud, like lifestyle or third-party involvement, help us spot red flags. So, my friend, has anyone here had to deal with fraud prevention measure at work? Fraud prevention measure, like whistleblower system, are essential yet. We also learn from financial shenanigans depicted in Wall Street movie. They show the impact of unethical behavior on corporate finance. They assemble like Wall Street 1987 movie. Dividend policy as another hot topic. Deciding how much profit to share with shareholders versus reinvesting in the business can really affect the company financial health and relationship with the investor. How many of you invest in the company because of the dividend policy, my friend? So the conclusion is to studying corporate finance has given us a great insight into managing financial resources, making smart investment decisions, and understanding corporate governance and fraud prevention. Big thanks to Professor Roy Sample for guiding us through this lesson and furthering rich class discussion. The more we participate and share our talk, the more we learn that. Thank you, Professor Roy Sample, and thanks all for your listening. So, any question? No? Okay. Goodbye, everyone.